we can do another chapter, can't we? Yes, we can. Walking. You sure are doing a lot of it recently. Back on Earth, you never got near this much amount of exercise. You're going to be so in shape when this is over. Provided you still have all your limbs attached and your bones aren't crushed. You could probably come up with some safer ways to travel, a taxi or some sort of bus. But you can't read, and you don't have money. Also, you're routinely covered in blood and bruises. So, walking it is. Tired as you are, your feet still carry you towards friendship. Alright. Some clown-looking dude. Or, I think that's supposed to be a ninja chick. Choices, oh choices. I think we'll go with the ninja. As usual, the streets are hopping, just bouncing around like an overactive bunny rabbit on Easter morning. Up ahead at an intersection of streets is some kind of night market. Well, every market on Alternia is a night market. But as previously stated, you are broke. But nothing wrong with a little window shopping. Who knows what stuff you might find? You can learn a lot of culture from stores. You're so intent on thinking positive thoughts that you're nearly at the market before you realize quite a few people are coming towards you in the opposite direction. They're running, actually, and screaming. Looks like something's gone down violently. It's not a stampede, though. You're in no danger of being trampled, and the street's wide enough to just step aside, let them pass. Or it would be. You get a brief, furtive glimpse of a pair of focused yellow eyes under a low-pulled hood. Then a hand grabs yours so tightly the tips of your fingers go numb. With a rough yank, you're pulled into the flow of the crowd. The girl who has a hold of you speaks quickly and quietly. You have to lean your head in close to hear. Alright, we're on a date. You're my mate Spirit, or Moirail, whatever. We're just a normal couple out for a night on town, okay? We're just gonna go catch a movie and some soft serve grub cream. You feel? Wow. Okay. You decide to play along and keep holding her hand. Your heart beats so hard you can feel it in the back of your throat. You adjust your grip a little to make your hand easier to hold. In response, you get a squeeze, like she's thanking you. You match her pace. A surprisingly difficult feat, considering how short she is. Behind you, people are still shouting. You wonder what the hell happened back there. Someone died. Well, no shit. You figured that. That's not exactly rare for Alternia, is it? You've seen more dead people here in the past few days than you've seen at all on Earth. You tell the troll girl you thought this was just kind of normal. Yeah, normal, right. When low bloods get killed, natural order, right? But when high bloods die, it's different. But personally, I don't give a shit about natural order. It doesn't matter what the job is, I'll take it. Oh. Oh. So a high blood is dead, and you're holding hands with the chick that did it. She chose you to help her lay low. I.e., she made you her accomplice, i.e., you're now her friend. Helping someone carry out cold-blooded murders, a super friendly thing to do. What she called you earlier? Her, mate sprite? I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds great. You ask her what you should call her. The name's Polypa. Polypa? Polypa, sure. There's no reason to go throwing it out around. Let's just not talk about that. You want to point out it won't look like a very convincing date if you are just walking in silence. That would require talking. She told you not to do that. A tree of those spiky robots go marching by. Drones or something. Their big ugly heads swivel back and forth, like they're looking for somebody. Polypa doesn't... Polypa? Polypa. Yeah, whatever. It's a troll. These names aren't real. I can completely pronounce these how I want, right? Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna keep doing too. She doesn't say anything, and she keeps her eyes forward. But she goes as sharp as a laser, every muscle in her body tensing. You feel it through her hand. Her fingers tighten on yours until the drones disappear in the crowd. She yanks you around the corners into a smaller alley connecting two roads. There's nothing here but a pothole and a couple of dumpsters. Hold up a minute. Her hoodie has a symbol on the front. Two overlapping gold ovals. Most trolls seem to have a symbol designating their blood. This means she's a, gold blood, right? But then, she yanks the sweatshirt over her head, and underneath, she's wearing a tank top, emblazoned with a symbol in olive green. It kind of looks like a cat. Pretty cute. She tosses the sweatshirt into the nearest dumpster and kicks the button to the side. A whoosh, accompanied by the sulfury stink of immolation. Note to self, don't go dumpster diving in Alternia. She grabs you by your hand again as you head back out to the street. With her other hand, she works the tie out of her hair, shaking it out of its ponytail, letting it fall in a thick, sweaty clump against her neck. Next, she reaches up and takes part of her right horn off. Wait. No? There's a little bit of veneer, an artificial bit to cover up the notch in the chitin. What are all these random wardrobe changes about? Oh, gee, it's almost like she committed a murder or something. You wonder, until you actually begin to listen to some of the conversation around you. And check out the big billboard-sized screens mounted on rooftops. Seems like the rumor mill's already going. Apparently, some well-respected Violet lives it. No, not a sea dweller. Killed in public, in full view of witnesses by a gold-blooded girl with a ponytail. Wow. You are dealing with a professional badass here. I need to find somewhere to lay low until the heat turns down. I mean, we both do, since you're my associate now. I had a contact waiting. I don't know what happened to her. It's possible she got spooked. Any idea for likely hideouts? I'm not from around here. You wonder what in the world made her think you have any idea what's going on ever. She keeps giving you sharp looks, as if she's gradually catching on to who she's just chosen to recruit. You want her to understand that no matter how busted you look, you're an amazing friend. Well, here's your chance. What do you propose? Let's hide out in the apartment. That's a possibility. Most of the hive streams around here are cheap rentals, burgundy or bronze most of the time. I could take them, no problem. I mean, I could take anyone. Some jobs just require more forethought. You kind of meant finding an empty unit, maybe sulking in a foyer, or alien Starbucks. But you don't want to tell your cool new friend how to do her job. And there you go. Jumping the gun and claiming friends you don't have the right to. In your defense, though, she did choose you. Though at this point, she might be wishing she had grabbed some other stranger's hand. Well, pick one. This was, your idea. Oh, geez. You really don't need this kind of responsibility in your life. Nothing good will come from letting you be in the charge, but you also don't want her to think you're useless. You kind of wish she'd just tell you what to do and leave it at that. You pick a tall purple building at random. How about that? Sure, I guess. You enter what appears to be a standard shabby apartment, climbing up the lobby steps up to a hallway lined with doors. Could be any apartment on Earth, but instead of letters on the nameplates, it's those symbols, which remind you of zodiac signs. Strange. Anyway, all the ones here are red or brown, like she predicted. She listens at a couple doors before settling on one with a red symbol. You wait for her to pull out a lockpick, or even just a pin. She instead takes a step back, and delivers 2 sharp kicks just above the knob. What? I'm not a goddamn super. You assure her you're absolutely not judging the way she's running this. You don't even think you've met a merc before. Unless you count the guy who tried hitting you up for cash. Or the girl that drained your blood for paint. Or the guy on the prowl for meat. The apartment's dingy, small, and smells like old pizza. Not that it smells bad, just the fact there's pizza here. You don't think you could live on a planet if it didn't have pizza. Then it's just beyond pale. You try to shut the busted door as well as you can. Polypa plunks herself down on the couch and pulls out her phone. Or what Skyla called it, was it a palm husk? She pulls out her palm husk and proceeds to ignore you. Yeah, that's fine. It's important for friends to give each other space. You take the opportunity to poke around the apartment you're currently illegally occupying. Just generally being a nosy piece of shit. Whoever lives here is a real slob. Something sticky and red stains half the counter. Maybe it's blood? Maybe it's Kool-Aid? Hopefully it's Kool-Aid. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. Shit and fuck breath. Something appears to have gone wrong. She's still on the couch, hunched over her phone, held close to her face. She types with her knuckles. You've noticed a lot do that. Probably because of the claws. It's all over Cheddar. Everyone's talking about it. Like, contact. They got her. She's been cold. Her voice is flat. Her eyes expressionless. She lets the palm husk slip from her fingers into her lap. You stand next to the couch like an asshole. You don't know what to say, and you doubt she's the hugging type. But you can't stand her looking so dejected. Before you start pitying me, don't. I barely knew her. It's not like we were in a quadrant or anything. It was just business. You sit down on the other end of the couch, tipping your head and raising your eyebrows to show you're very ready to listen and learn and commiserate. She wraps her arms around her knees. Most pros work with a partner. It's a lot easier when you have someone you trust watching your back. Usually quadrant pairs that work together. There's one particularly famous olive and gold-blooded duo. I've lost a lot of jobs to them. ever found anyone that I trust enough to make my partner. It's always beyond just a random one-off. Killing a sea dweller's no joke. It's almost impossible. Does that mean the guy square isn't actually dead? Excuse me, no. It just means I had to get a very expensive knife and coat it in a very expensive poison and stab in the exact right place. The motherfucker is dead. There's no doubt. I don't leave my jobs half done. High caste jobs are my specialty. Most are too afraid to take jobs higher than teal blood. Me, I don't care. Low, high, if you've got the cash, I will do it. If I did have a partner, it'd make things easier. I admit that much. You cough lightly into a closed fist. What's this? Something caught in your throat? Could it be a steady hand of fate, testing your gag reflex? You murmur delicately that sometimes destiny steers you in a direction you never thought to go. Maybe it's brought her to you. That's forward, sure. But you're pretty much an old hand at this, right? She starts. It's a little watery, she isn't. Is she crying? No. Not a tough assassin like her. You? No offense. I only grabbed you because you look weird. I figured you wanted to avoid the drones more than I do. You don't exactly, blend in. You can't argue with that logic, but a sourness is in your throat. She'd not chosen you for obvious trustworthiness, but because you are a goddamn disaster. Fair. That's fair. Whatever. You'll get past that. God knows you've gotten past worse. Like, well, attempted murder. As a good friend recently said, gotta break a few cluck beast embryos to make a grublet. She's considering you now, more thoughtful than before. Well, I guess beggars can't be choosers. But you have to remember. But what you have to remember, you aren't destined to find out. That fate finger reaches down further and chokes you. Keys jingle outside the apartment. Before whoever is out there catches sight of the busted door. What the hell? You both lock eyes. Oh, shit. Quick flash of silver and suddenly a knife appears in her hands. Wait, what? Outside the halls, someone's swearing. The broken door falls in, and before it's all the way open, she's up and over the couch, launching herself at the intruder. Shit. Wait, we are the intruders. This is what you're afraid of. You're about to watch her kill some low-blood troll. This was an awful idea. Too bad there's no way to go back and make your choices all over. Yeah, that'd be rad. You wish life was like that. A short, stout little guy with a red symbol on his shirt strolls through. Right behind him's a guy, tall. He has to duck through the door. Oh, hell no. A giant troll catches Polypa with one hand. He's got big ram-like horns and a curly purple symbol on his shirt. Face painted in lines of black and white. Makeup designed to make his face look like a skull. Look, babe. Look at these tiny wriggler thieves. She writhes in his grip, clawing at him like an angry cat. He hangs on, giving her a shake. Shit, you have to do something. If you get in that purple guy's reach, you're dead. You're trying to move your feet, but your survival instincts are kicking in and you're rooted. You can't do anything, you're useless. You don't know what happened to her knife. God, you wish you took some self-defense classes? The high blood gives her a wide smile and tosses her across the room. She lands on her back, rolls to her feet, and bolts for the window. Of course you'd have a high blood mate sprite. High blood turns to you and sticks out a big gray tongue, and wow. Hey, you can move your feet again. You throw yourself out the window. You're only one floor up, but that's one floor more than you'd like to fall out of a building. Your fall is broken by Polypa, meaning you get a collection of bony elbows and knees applied to your gut. She bars her teeth at you. Get off, idiot. Definitely going to call the drones. You gotta run. You roll your big floppy body off of her and hustle to keep up as she peels down the street. You throw one last glance over your shoulder to see two guys hanging out the window. The high blood waves lazily. Polypa starts out strong, but pretty soon she's limping and leaning against your shoulder. A jagged piece of glass is wedged in her calf. You lean down to get a closer look. You know, doctor, but recently you become an expert in injuries. What the hell? Do you want me to leave a blood trail? We need to split up now that we've been seen. Your heart sinks to your feet. Damn. You were sure you had this one. You mentioned half mumbling that maybe it'd be better if you stayed together. Safety in numbers. Oh, yeah? Maybe it's safety for you? This was a terrible idea. I can't believe I ever trusted someone would have my back. Yeah, let's do another of your amazing plans. Sounds great. She leaves you at an intersection of streets. Even though no longer leaning on you, you nevertheless feel a heaviness settle inside of you. A deep fatigue so intense you want to curl up on the ground. So, you do. At least you didn't kill her. Rip. All right. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, I guess we could see a movie. That's what people do on dates, right? It's been a while. I haven't seen a movie in forever. Let's do it. A couple of exceptions. All of your new friends have been literally cold-blooded. Also, metaphorically for a few of them. But you aren't going to judge them for their lifestyle. This isn't your place as a friend. Regardless, your point is it's kind of nice holding hands, even if it's under a murderous pretense. Come on, there's probably a theater in there. Makes sense. You aren't from here, and you don't think she is either. But you can always recognize a mall when you see one. Stores and escalators and fountains. The biggest difference between this and Earth is there doesn't seem to be anyone working at any of these stores. Everything's automated. That and the top floors appear to be reserved for high bloods. She's still holding onto your hand. Gosh, it's like you're really on a date. This is very, very friendly. As far as you know, you've never dated an assassin before. You can't read the showtimes and descriptions, and you don't have money. But she chooses the movie and pays for both of you. Tosses a couple coins into a slot, and the machine spits out tickets. You don't see any soft-serve grub cream, but you're a little too queasy from mingled nerves and excitement currently to deal with anything called grub cream. You do, however, stop for a bag of buttery exploded kernels at the concession stand. The theater you follow her into isn't crowded, but you still feel every pair of eyes settling on you as you walk up the steps. Your heart pounds and sweat slides down the back of your neck. You're just positive everyone can see right through you to this deeply controversial cross-species match. Even worse, she takes seats weirdly close to the only other group in here. Damn. The movie starts playing. Apparently in Alternia, there are no trailers before movies. Kind of a bummer. If I'm going to be stuck here, I want to at least know what new hot summer blockbusters you have to look forward to. Surprisingly, the movie turns out to be a rom-com. You expected her to choose a thriller or horror movie. From what you can glean of the plot, it's about a beautiful young Jadeblood who gets involved with a visiting blue blood and their servant, a big bumbling bronze. The portrayal of low blood strikes you as vaguely offensive. They grunt, they fall down a lot. The caverns look a lot fancier than you remember from the time you hung out with Bronya. Just a lot bigger and more glittery. The main character spends a lot of time pulling a jeweled comb through her lustrous hair. Dialogue's kind of incoherent, and you don't think it's only because you're unfamiliar with the culture. It also doesn't help that Polypa keeps up a running commentary. The ban on conversation's been lifted. I can't believe they added in the mistaken identity storyline. So unnecessary. Also, Black Rom is boring in comedies. There's just no punch. I can't believe how bad this is. I don't remember the book being this garbage. But I did read it a long time ago. Maybe my taste was just bad then. You are looking at her in a whole new light. She shrugs, possibly a little self-conscious. Oh, what? You think I've been an assassin since I pupated? I used to have a blog for relationship advice and stuff. Of course, I was just messing around. I didn't know anything beyond what I read online. Two characters are kissing on screen. You have no idea who they are. You're way more interested in Polypia's backstory. The deep blue light from a scene in the brooding caverns washes over, making her look noble and sad. You're entranced. It didn't last, though. I doubt it had anything to do with my blog, but a few sweeps ago, a group of kids broke into my hive. I think they were high. They stole a bunch of my shit, killed my Lucis, and some little psionic fuck broke both my legs with his brain. Just because he thought it'd be funny. You're riveted. You have a bit of a tragic backstory yourself, but nothing this dramatic. She picks through the buttery exploded kernels with a delicate claw. I was trapped in my hive. I would have starved to death if it hadn't been for some teal in my neighborhood. Just some idiot who ran around with an Eastern Alternia replica sword, challenging Purbeast to duels. Two loads are pedantic old lords. But they care about justice, and these kids attacked me for no reason. I didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, that's why I'm equal opportunity for how I take jobs. Everyone is scum. One of the kids in the row ahead turns around to tell her that if she and her Moirail want to get all nasty and pale, maybe you should just get a room. She kicks the back of her chair and tells her maybe she should mind her own fucking business. Girl looks about ready to jump over her seat, but the guy next to her pats her firmly on the cheek. Almost a slow-motion slap. Firm and intense, with plenty of uncomfortably intimate eye contact. The girl settles down, and everyone goes back to watching the movie. The rest of it goes by with your head spinning and your heart in your throat. You're glad she trusts you enough to share her past, but you're nervous about talking. Isn't the whole point coming to a movie to lay low? Think about when that girl sees the description in the alert, she's not going to be thinking about noisy old blood getting all in public. It's way safer than skulking around, believe me. Wow, she is an expert. You're so glad you gotta go on a date with her. Even if it was fake. As soon as you're back out on the street, she pulls out her phone. Slowly her face follows. Fuck that little knucklicker. I thought she bailed on me. According to Chitter, she's dead. They got her. Damn it. I told her to be careful. Her sadness is quickly turning to rage, vibrating off her in frantic waves. The voice grows louder. too. People are starting to look your way. Heckling in theater is one thing. Shouting out at your phone about a murder is another. This is going down. You gotta calm her. For the lack of a better plan, you copy what you saw the troll inside do. You press your palm firmly to her cheek. To your intense shock, she blushes a deep olive, and her eyes slip closed. She leans into your touch as if she's drawing comfort from this. She blinks and pulls away. Listen, I'm on the clock right now. Let's be professional. She reaches up and repeats the gesture on your face. An unbelievable warmth fills you. Could it be the warmth of friendship? Look, you're a weird-looking, double-horned amputee with very few social skills, terrible survival instinct, and both short-term and long-term memory loss. But you're alright. If you ever want to earn a little extra cash, I could use a partner I can depend on. Is it raining? No. Just tears in your eyes, tears of gratitude. Okay, don't get too chalked up. You're definitely just gonna be bait. You assure her, due to your general ineptitude, you wouldn't want it any other way. Friendship. Alright. Well, it's been a lovely almost 10 hours. I definitely think I'm going to take a break right now. But yeah, for those of you who stuck around, that is Hive Swap for you. Or Friend Sim, at least. I hope it wasn't too weird. I hope my narration wasn't too terrible. But yeah. Behold, Hive Swap. Now, I would throw you on to someone else, but all the people I normally host aren't currently online. So, yeah, I'll just bid you farewell. I hope you return to watch some other stream at some point. I might be back on later, because Fortnite just updated, and I kind of want to see what the planes look like, but yeah. Farewell for now. Thank you for watching. And if I'm not back later, I'll be on tomorrow for emulator day and so forth.